Okay, so this is where I keep most of my nail supplies. I've had this since like 2017, and I think I got this caddy off Amazon. I can't be for certain, but I'm almost positive. So it's pretty full of chaos because, like I said, it's been accumulation of stuff throughout the years. But down here are like, extra nail polishes, and I mostly use D&D or DC here. My sister is a nail tech actually, so she has a license. So we can go to a beauty supply, and I get both of these, this little duo, for $5. So, you can't beat that. But I know that they do sell most of these shades on Amazon as well, just not at that low price. But right now I'm going to show you where I actually do my nails. So this is my actual nail station here. Daryl actually built this for me. It's called a Murphy desk, and I absolutely love it. And after I'm done doing my nails, I'll show you how it kind of folds up into the wall. And then that cool little sign up there, my sister-in-law got that for me. I thought it was so nice for Christmas. And then I do have a chair over here that my mom pulls up when I do her nails. So I'm just going to set everything up to film, and yeah, I'll get started and show you all the supplies that I use. So all the supplies I'm going to show you are basically the basics to doing your own nails. I am no nail technician. I don't have a license, so don't, quote me on all this and the steps or anything like that. This is just stuff that I've been doing. I figured it out. I've been doing my nails like since 2017. So that's like 6 years. It was Christmas. Daryl bought me all the supplies that I would need to do my own nails in 2017. So in December, it was 6 years. And I figured it out, if I went and got my nails done every 2 weeks for 6 years, I would have spent $5,760. So I'm saving quite a bit of money here. So, and this stuff does not cost a lot. Even if you have to buy, the nail polishes at full price, it's still going to save you a lot of money. So anyway, these are the supplies that I find that I have to have. First of all, you're definitely going to need like alcohol. And I just get mine at the Dollar Tree or somewhere that it's, inexpensive. And I found these on Amazon, I believe, as well. They're just nice, they pump, and you can use like a little cotton round here, just to get the product out. Also, a good thing to have is like a little nail brush here. I got this on Amazon. This is really good for cleanup. I have like a little dab dish, but these are just extras. You don't have to have, but I'm just showing you everything that I use. I like using this, a little fancy, to get away the dust, after you file your nails. Of course, you're going to need a light. I love this light. Like I said, I've been doing this since 2017, and this is my second light. You're going to need a base coat and a top coat. So again, I use the D&D. This just seems to work the best for me. And I get the no clean or no cleanser. That means that you don't have to use alcohol after you do your nails to remove the stickiness. It just kind of comes like that. So base and a top coat. This here is like a dehydrator, and that's called the Bonder. You probably would want one of these, and I actually used to get this one here, the Gelish, and I know that they sell that on Amazon, so that is a must. Also, acetone. I get, pretty good strength one, not one that you get from the drugstore. You probably want to go to Sally's or something to get the acetone, and that's either to remove your nail polish or gel nails, or just for cleanup. So I always have acetone, and then I always do a manicure before I do my gel nails, because otherwise it's just gonna look like garbage. So I get a cuticle eliminator, so you can get this at Sally's or Amazon. So this is a must. And then also, this is new to me. It's called 4 Pro. It's an expert gel polish remover. So I'll show you how this works. I haven't decided if I like this one or just soaking it in acetone, but I'll show you how this works. I feel like this is just less invasive or less damaging to my nails than this. A couple files, a buffer. I got some nail scissors here, a scrubber. You want to clean your nails after you do your manicure. And then these two here, I find is a must, and I've had this since 2017, and this just kind of scrapes away the gel nail. So I'll list everything in the description box for you guys, and you guys are going to be hearing a lot of noise there. Everyone's home. It's the weekend. My mom is right next door taking a shower right now, so hopefully you guys will be able to hear me okay. Okay, so let's get, oh, in this little dish here, these are nice. Hold on, she's just starting the water. And by the way, excuse how I look. I haven't even taken my shower yet. I'm next, so I just want to get my nails done. These little dishes here, they sell these on Amazon. These are really nice. So what I used to do is fill this up with the acetone and just soak my nails, you know, and that way that gets off the gel nail polish. But now I just use it to do my manicure. So I just fill up this part here just to soak my nails for a little bit. So these are really nice to have. So yeah, it just looks very professional to put your hand in there and stuff. So okay, so how I start is, first of all, I take, this one isn't, you guys, my nail files are just out of control. They're so old. So anyway, I use like something that's not super coarse, you know. This one's just coarse enough to take off that top layer here. So basically what I'm going to do is buff away that top coat. That way I can, you know, use this next step here. But that's super important. Now, you don't want to be super rough with this. Hold on. I'm actually going to lay a paper towel down because, yeah, it gets pretty messy. So I'm just going to lay that down. But yeah, I'm just going to buff away the top coat. And like I said, you don't want to be too rough, and you don't want to go all the way to the nail. You're basically just getting off that top coat just so everything comes off a little more smooth. So what I will do is basically do that. Then I will come back and show you the next step. Okay, so hopefully you guys are able to see everything down here. I think I have it set it up pretty good to where you guys can see, because I got two phones going, and I really want you to be able to watch this. And I thought we could chat, you know, about some stuff and gossip a little bit. I'm not a huge gossiper, but there's a lot of stuff going on. I do want to mention and say, you know, a prayer or even a moment of silence, you know, for all those poor people at that parade, at the Kansas City parade. How awful is that, to go there for such a beautiful celebration and to be ruined by, it just makes no sense to me anymore. This world, I tell you what, I mean, it's just unbelievable. I mean, whatever happened, you know, back in the 80s, you know, if we went somewhere, went roller skating, went something like that, you know, we all, you know, got, you know, there was fights, there was altercations back there or back then. And it's like, you know, it's like everybody is so afraid to get a black eye or a bloody nose, you know. I mean, why with the guns, the violence, what is going on? If you want my honest opinion, if you really do, I mean, not that my 2 cents make any difference, but this is what I feel. I think those games, you know, those, because that's when things started going crazy, you know. I think those video games are just so violent, and I don't know. I don't know if they are living in La La Land thinking that, you know, it's not real when they do this to, you know, human beings. I mean, there was children, you know, oh, it just breaks my heart. I don't know what's going on with this world. I really do not, but it's really depressing. And like I mentioned in many of my videos, I don't watch the news anymore because it was just making me depressed, sad, angry, worried, you know, so I stopped watching it. But of course, there are things I do hear about, and I did hear about that, and that is just devastating, absolutely devastating. So what I'll do here is just finish off buffing these off. I'll come back and we'll chat some more. Okay, so everything looks pretty good here. I think I got everything pretty well where I need it to be. So what I do now is I get all fancy and use my cute, I love this little thing. I hope it's still available on Amazon, but it is nice. You know, it does take away the dust, and I do feel more professional when I do this. So, okay. So the next step now is I do apply this here, or you could soak it in acetone, like I mentioned. And a lot of people also, you know, if you go to the nail supply or the nail salon, they'll put like, you you know, some acetone and like some cotton, and then they'll wrap it with tinfoil. I used to do that, and it was a disaster. It took me forever. Oh my gosh, you know, because try doing that with your, you know, right hand, or using your left hand to put it on your right hand. It was so hard. And then I got these little clips that are, you know, pretty nice, and that was nice for a while too. But it's just, I don't know, it's just too inconvenient. You got to sit there very still. And I mean, you do with this too, but I do have more, I don't know, I can use my hands a little bit more. So I'm just going to shake this up a little bit. So I don't know what this is, but it's pretty cool. It says remove all brands on gel polish in less than 5 minutes. I don't know about all that. Like I said, I do like this much better than just soaking it in acetone. So you just apply it basically like a nail polish, and it's just gonna kind of eat away at the gel polish, I guess, but be careful not to get this on your skin. I've done it a couple times, and ooh, does it burn. So once you apply this, it's going to feel like your nail is almost shrinking, and it kind of does start bending. It's just bizarre. So, but I really do like it. I think it's a good product. Okay, so another thing, while we're on the Kansas talk here, the Taylor Swift and what is his name? Kelsey, I don't know, Travis or whatever. You guys, there's something about him. I'm usually really good judge a character, and there's something about this guy. I do not kind of like him. Well, first of all, I've been hearing some rumors, you know, how that starts coming about. And that's even after, you know, when I was like, I don't know about this guy, you know. But apparently, like, a lot of his ex-girlfriends are coming out and saying he was a cheater. I don't kind of doubt that. And also, I guess he had like his own show. It was kind of like The Bachelor, which I found was kind of bizarre. And anyway, yeah, so there's that. I mean, I guess he was younger, but still, I don't know. There's something about him. And the way that he went after that coach like that, I don't care how the coach is trying to blow it off, or people, you know, to me, I'm sorry, if you go after your elder like that, that is just so disrespectful. I'm telling you what, if I would have ever went after one of my cheerleading coaches, the way that he went after that coach, oh my gosh, I would be in so much trouble, not by the coach, but by my parents. So I don't know, there's just something about him that's off. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. Okay, so I'm just going to let this sit for a few minutes. I'll come back and I'll show you how I start taking that off. Okay, so let's see if it's ready. Sometimes, like I said, it takes a couple times. So this little tool will just, or this little tool here will just scrape, you know, away at the top layer. So, you know, I got to do a little bit of, you know, some force, but you don't want to force it too much where you're going to damage your nail. So you'll get used to the pressure, you know, the more you do your nails. And I will tell you, when I first started on my nails, you know, if you do decide to go ahead and do this, you know, it's not going to be perfect for a while. You know, there was a lot of trial and error, you know, when I was doing it. So, you know, it just took some time before, you know, I became very comfortable. I knew the product, you know, knew how to paint my nails, you know. So, yeah, don't be discouraged and give up, because it will take time, you know, just like with anything we do, even makeup, you know, it takes a time. So as you can see how, you know, well, that really does come off. Some nails come off more easily than the others, but again, it's just patience. And even if you use the acetone, I found that I had to go back and, you know, apply more. So yeah, don't ever be discouraged. It's just, you know, relaxing to me, you know, to do my own nails. So just make it enjoyable if you do decide to do this. Now, doing the right hand is always hard, you know, harder, of course, because I'm using my left hand and I'm, you know, use my right hand mostly. So yeah, that is always going to be a challenge as well. Again, you will get used to it. You'll get better at it, but that is definitely the hardest part, I think. So, but as you can see, it's coming off relatively easy, which I love. You know, I feel like I'm not damaging my nail bed, because when I used to use the acetone, my mom too, we were finding like our nails were becoming thinner. So now they're actually stronger. And I think it was the acetone that was ruining that. So just, I don't know, to put it out there. And this is only like $12 on Amazon. And it lasts for quite some time. We've done our nails quite a few times using this. So it's a good product. As you can see, I'm struggling here a little bit. So let me just kind of get some pressure here. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not perfect at this whatsoever. So now what I'm going to do is just go back over where there's still a polish and let that sit for a few minutes, and I'll come back and we will hopefully be able to move on. Hey, Daryl, can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you come in and do me a favor?
Sure.
Will you go put some warm water in there?
Warm water.
It does, like, only halfway. You don't have to fill it all the way up.
Halfway warm water.
Thank you.
You might want to let it cool down, actually.
Oh, that's okay. I gotta. Oh my.
Yeah.
Daryl, that's like scalding.
Well.
Oh my.
Yeah,
can you bring me like a little? I gotta put it in.
Okay.
No, you know
I'll
what?
take care of it.
No, you know what?
I'll take care of it.
No. Okay. Thank you. Oh my God. Jeez. Oh, you'll be fine. Yeah, your skin will just melt off. You'll be good. Oh my gosh.
Well, the thing is, I put my fingers in it and I was fine, so.
Well, yeah, when you're a
better?
mechanic, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need my skin. I'm good. I'm good.
It's overrated.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is where we're at. And now I'm going to try to remove, see how easy that comes off. So yeah, it takes about, 10 minutes and not too shabby. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is, okay, so the Charlotte Tilbury thing. I don't know if you guys have seen what's going on, but apparently they sent over like a bunch of PR to, influencers, and some of them were pretty big, big influencers, but the PR packages were absolutely huge, I mean, just huge. It was a big lipstick. And inside were all of her new lipstick. Well, what was supposed to be inside was all of her new lipsticks and lip liners. Well, a lot of these packages were empty. So there's like this big debate of over, maybe it was accidental, was it intentional, was it part of their, I don't know, marketing. I think it... Here's my 2 cents again. Number one, I thought it was ridiculous. I think that is so wasteful to waste, all that packaging and product. And me personally, I'm leaning more like it was an accident. It was a oopsie, and they covered it up, trying to portray like it was some kind of secret, who stole the lipstick type thing. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that too in the comments, because, but I just thought it was very wasteful either way. Whether it was the marketing or, I don't know, or if it was on accident. If it was on accident, then yeah, I mean, what can you do? Those things happen, then it wouldn't be wasteful. Unfortunately, it would be wasteful, but it wouldn't be intentional. So it's almost like worse, if it was intentional. Okay, as you can see, I'm still working on this here. So when this happens, where it's having a hard time coming off, I do just go back over with my file here and just, give it some extra help here. That will help a little bit. As you can see, that did help quite a bit. And honestly, I'm not going to apply any more because these are pretty long. So I'm, probably going to cut most of that off. So I'm not going to apply anymore. So this is pretty much off. Even if there's a little bit on, like I said, it's going to come off during the manicure and also when I use this buffer here. Okay, so I'm just going to soak them for just a few minutes, just to kind of soften the cuticle. And then I'm just going to take my cuticle eliminator. Again, you can get this from Sally's or Amazon. And I'm just going to place a little bit around the cuticles. Now this part isn't, it's attractive, because there's a lot of just coming off. But I do want to talk about, yeah, I used to do a lot of art on my nails, believe it or not. It was actually really fun. I did some really cool things. That's actually how I started. This is before I was an influencer or anything that I started doing my own nails. But, you know, those were my first posts over on Instagram. I would just post pictures of my nails. You know, I had some really cool Halloween ones. I did a real nice design when I went to a wedding one time. So it was a lot of fun, but it was really a time consuming. But if you have that kind of time and want to do some nail art, it's actually very fun. And there's a lot of videos here on YouTube that can help you do that. So that's how I learned how to do my own nails. Again, you know, my sister, she is or was a nail tech, you know, before COVID. And I learned a lot from her. But the nail art part, I actually would watch YouTube videos, and that's how I found how to do that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take my little brush here. I'm going to go to the restroom, use some soap and water, and really, you know, scrape all this off, or scrub all this off. You want your nails super clean. So I'm going to hurry up and go do that. I'll come back and we'll move on. Okay, so now just take this nail buffer and just buff all the ridges off, get everything smooth, taking away any of the excess nail polish or gel polish that I have on top. And I absolutely love these. Like I said, I'm so fortunate that my sister does have a license, and I'm able to go with her to these beauty supply warehouses, basically, and able to get stuff in bulk for relatively cheap. But again, even, you know, if I couldn't do that, I would save money no matter what, because, you know, like I said, what is it? I don't even know how much they charge nowadays to get your gel nails done. You guys know, because it's been it's going on my 7th year that I've been doing my own nails. So I think when I used to go, I want to say it was like $35. And then you had a tip. So, and the reason why I started doing my own nails was because, number one, it took up so much time. You know, I can't remember, but I just remember waiting, even if I had an appointment. I was constantly waiting. And then, you know, you get them done, and then they wouldn't last, you know, and not even the full 2 weeks. I mean, that's happened to me, like I said, especially in the beginning. I was running into that problem. But I mean, these are professionals, you know, that's all they do all day. And I found, honestly, every time that I went, my nails were not lasting the full 2 weeks. So I said, heck with this, Daryl. You know, for Christmas one year, I said, please get me, you know, all this stuff. I put it in my Amazon cart. I, you know, gave him the list of stuff that I would like. He, you know, purchased it. It takes time. Like I said, it just takes time and trial and error. Okay, so now I'm going to take away more dust. I'm going to use these little cotton squares, actually. I think I got these off Amazon, and you want to use something that doesn't have lint on it, so something lint-free. So, and what I have found is I will just do one hand at a time, like completely finish one hand, and then I will do the other hand. What I was doing before was going and cleaning all the nails right out, you know what I mean, and putting on a base coat, and put on the base coat on this one, and yeah, lint was getting all in here, and it just was not lasting. So I find completely do one hand, and then things go a lot more smooth. Okay, so now I'm going to take my bonder, and I'm going to just paint a layer of that on the nails. You don't have to be super precise here, as you can see. I'm being kind of messy. And this just dehydrates the nail and kind of just makes it super, super clean for the base coat. And the base coat I'm using is just, again, it's the D&D. Now, let me tell you about this light system. First of all, it's filthy, but we're going to ignore that. There are different settings here. So there's a 90, a 60, a 30, and a 10. Now, the only two that I ever use are the 90 and the 60. Now, when I use the base and the top coat, I definitely want to use the 90 because it starts with a soft light and then it intensifies like after 10 seconds. Otherwise, if you go in with the, you know, anything other than that, it burns like crazy. So just that's why I love this light, you know, because it does have that setting. Okay, so hopefully you guys will be able, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move this for now. So I'm just going to put on a very thin layer. You don't want to, you know, put too much of the product down because, yeah, it just takes forever to set. And it just, I don't know, you just want something really even. So I just apply that completely on the nail, and I also make sure to get at the tip of it. And if I feel like I, touch the skin, I just use my nail usually just to clean it off like that. And I'll just finish up this hand and then we'll place that under the light. Okay, so that's what the nails look like. It looks pretty good. I don't have, too much going off the sides here or anything like that. I always just make sure before I place it in the light, because once you put it in the light, it's setting. So, yeah, I will, hopefully I can, oh shoot, I was going to show you the light, but it's not going to work. So yeah, it's just very dim right now, again, so it's not throwing off a lot of heat at the nail and burning your nail, so that's what I love. Okay, so the nail polish I'm going to use, or the gel polish, is this one here. Actually, it's not my D&D. Hopefully it's still good, but I wanted a gray nail, and I don't have any gray shades in the D&D. So this is called Pink Shellac. I'm so bummed, but they stopped selling this in the US. Again, hopefully this will last because I've been using it so long. But this is the shade 169, a smoke gray. So I do think I have another gray here, and that's through the C&D. I just don't like this brand as much. So, okay, so that is set. Yeah, I figured this will be probably the end of dark nails this time, because next time we're going into March, and I'll probably go more towards spring colors. So I figured I'll do something just a little deep, maybe 1-2 more times. So right now I am just getting as close as possible to the cuticle and to the edges. And again, I'm just making sure to get that tip there, because that's where it's going to start chipping the quickest. So yeah, I used to go in with just tons of the gel polish, and it would look absolutely horrible. It would have all these bumps and ridges, and yeah, it was a nightmare. But as you can see, I go pretty quick. Again, I've just done it so much and so many times on myself, on my mom. Okay, so there is a slight mess up here. I am super anal when it comes to this, but I'm just going to take this brush. I'm just going to show you how I clean it up. And voila, that is all fixed. So this is the first layer. I might have like a little piece of lint in there, it seems like. Yeah, there is definitely something in there, and that happens. So I'm going to try to get it out just with the brush, and then I just kind of clean off the brush there, make sure nothing's on there. And let's see if it's come off. Okay, so now I'm going to place it in the light for 60 seconds and let that set. And now it doesn't burn. I mean, it will feel a little hot, but not like if I was to go in with the top coat or base coat. Okay, so this is what we're looking like, and everything looks really even. So now I'm just going to place that under the light, hit 60 seconds, and then we're going to move on to the top coat. Okay, for top coat, again, I'm going to use the D&D, and this is just called the 600 top coat gel. So we're just going to shake this up and just apply, again, a thin layer. You do not want too much. And again, you just want to get as close as possible to the cuticles. And again, the tip of the nail bed or the nail. This nail polish is okay. Again, it could be a super old, because this finger here just looks super light. I probably should have done maybe 3 coats, but that is okay. It's just a little bit of a lighter application. And yeah, it just depends how deep you want to take it. Yeah, it's probably not my best work here, but again, I usually I'm just focusing and doing my nails and not talking so much. So yeah, this is bound to happen, but it will be just fine. Usually what I do is I will actually place my phone on top of here, and I will watch YouTube videos. I actually catch up on a lot of my YouTube videos when I do my nails. Okay, so now that this hand is complete, you can see that you can touch it right away. Now I'm going to do the same thing on my right hand. And again, like I mentioned, I do one hand at a time. So I'm going to go through all the same steps as I did with my left hand. And I will show you how it is a little different to use your left hand. You're going to see it's not so smooth of a process, and yeah, it can be a little challenging. So, and also when you do the alcohol, you're going to want to make, have that dry down for a minute and then go in with the bonder. Yep, now I'm just going to paint the right hand, and again I'm trying to get the tip of that nail, which like I said is a little bit more challenging using your left hand. So I do get a lot of mess ups, believe it or not, even to this day after 6 years. Yeah, I'm so glad that I started doing my own nails. Like I said, it just saves me so much time, so much money. And I don't know, I'm using my own products. I don't have to worry about that they're using somebody's, that has maybe something going on, it's more sanitary. Yeah. So like my mom, she has her own files. I have my own files. My sister, she used to have her own. So yeah, whatever I'm using, it's just on myself. So that is, I think, very nice. So, have you guys ever done gel nails? If so, I would love to hear, what's your favorite brand, what you use, or if you stopped doing your own nails and why. And also, if you have ever wanted to do your nails, but, just haven't taken that jump yet, let me know, why you haven't. I would just, love to hear your reasons. Honestly, if it's because of cost, I promise you, you will spend less than you think to get yourself started. And you're definitely going to, save money through the years doing your own nails. So I forgot another brand that I do use a lot too is OPI. My daughter-in-law, she actually her mother was a hairstylist. So she has a license, so she can get her products at a cheaper price too. So she sends me a lot of the OPI, and this is a beautiful shade. So this is probably the one I'm going to do next. And this one is called Mod About You. That is one that's super fun for spring. And then I do this one a lot. This is the D&D 601. Yeah, Ballet, a pink. I do this shade a lot in the spring. So, oh, and this one here, the Pina Colada. This is really pretty. It's more like a peach tone. And as you can see, it looks like it's separating here. You would think it's bad. No, you just got to give it a shake. So this one's the gel polish, and this one is, to do your toes. So that's just a regular polish. So yeah, I do have a lot of shades going on here. I mean, some of them I think are just crazy. This one I like using when I go on vacation, just something fun and bright. What is this one called? Marshmallow. What is this? Marshmallow Punch? Is that what it says? Yeah. So it's the D&D 651. Okay, and also too, what I'm noticing around the edge, sometimes I got to do this, so I'm just going to clean this off a little bit. I take like an alcohol, a wipe here, and I'm just going to go clean around the edge of this gel polish here, gel top coat. As you can see, it gets pretty nasty. So when that happens, sometimes, it's super hard to open and close these polishes. So yeah, it's just nice to do that every once in a while just to keep things all nice and tidy. So now I'm just going to apply this top coat. Again, thin, even layers. Okay, so the nails are all done, and as you can see, it was a pretty easy process. For me, again, it's very relaxing. So this is the shade, in my crazy about this one, no, but like I mentioned, I wasn't sure about that shade. Honestly, I probably should have done the C and D. I think that's more the deeper shade that I wanted to go, but that's okay. It's only for 2 weeks. So what I'm going to do is just clean off this area here, and then I'm actually going to show you, you know, the Murphy desk, how it folds up, and some more of the shades that I do have up here. Okay, hopefully you guys will be able to see all the shades I have going on. So that's pretty much the OPI. That's some pink shellac that I don't think is in business anymore. Well, I know they're not, but I had quite a few. The Matte and Glam, like I was talking about, I know they're still around. And they have really good products. I remember when I did do my nails with their gel products, you know, it did last quite some time. So those are really nice, but again, they're a little pricey. But these are all the shades I have. Again, I used to have way more, but I got rid of a lot of them because they do go bad after a while, you know, of sitting around. So these are all of the shades. And like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I have more in that drawer. Now, the ones in the drawer are mostly my mom's. So yeah, but there's quite a few, quite a few shades. I absolutely love having the selection. And yeah, this Murphy table is absolutely fabulous. So I'm just going to move things around. Hopefully I won't be too noisy here. So what you do is just take this here. Daryl is so talented, I swear. So then I just close it up and then I lock it, and it just looks like that on my wall. So I have all my space, you know, which is really nice. Now to the right there, just ignore that. That's for my Instagram. It's all my backdrop. So, okay, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing that part of the video. Okay, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope this was helpful. I know a few of you have been asking me to do this video, so I'm super glad that I was able to do that today. And again, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I will definitely try to help out. If you did enjoy today's video, will you please do me a huge favor before you go and hit that like button. It truly does help me and the channel. All right, you guys, I can't wait to see you again. I love you so much, and until next time.